Hey ladies, so if you received this video, that means you've gotten your Seint makeup, and that is super exciting. So you got a palette, you have your brush, and you should have a perfector sponge. So the tins come in these little magnetized cute tins, and what you do is you take them and you pop them right into your compact. So let me show you how you want to do it. You either have a compact like this with 4, or you have a palette 12 with 2 layers. So the first color you want to pop in is the darker of the tans. That's your main highlight color. It's number 1. Number 2 is your extra highlight, your brightening color. You can go right back in the text that I sent you also with the little diagram, and it will tell you which color is which. Third is your contour. That's that dark brown. Then your lip and cheek color. So if you have the 4 palette, you're going to have your main highlight, extra highlight, contour, lip and cheek. If you have the larger compact with more tins, you can put your bronzer underneath, your illuminator. On this level, I usually put my eyeshadows, my cleaning tile, my setting powder, and this is actually my color corrector. So let's get started. So you have your 3D brush. What I like to do first is I prime my face with my setting spray. So I take a couple of sprays on my perfector sponge. Now remember, your perfector sponge is soaking wet. You're gonna get it really wet, double it in size, and then drain it out in a towel so there's no excess water. So I use that to just prime my face. You can use any makeup primer that you have. You just have to make sure it does not have silicone. Silicone and cream do not play well together. And you don't have to prime your face either. It's just preference. If you like to prime, it's going to give your face like a foundation already set for the makeup. If not, you can skip. So that's me priming my face. Now I'm going to go into my main highlight color. Now you can use your brush to pick up the color with just little taps. I always think when you first apply this makeup, you should use your finger so you don't take up too much cream. Remember that less is more. So I take my main highlight color, the first one, the darker of the 2, and I just take little dots and apply it all to the bottom portion of my face. Anywhere where you would grow a beard is what we like to say. Same color in the bottom portion of my forehead. Now you see I have some blemishes and I have a couple breakouts, and I'll show you guys how to color correct those at the end as well. So bottom portion. Now, if you're color correcting under your eyes for bags, or you're color correcting for your rosacea, what you want to do is, I'm going to show you guys, I go into my Aspen, little dabs with a little end, and I'm going to use that to color correct my rosacea. Most likely, if you're color correcting though, I may have recommended a different brush. You're going to use the smaller end of that brush to do this. But when you're color correcting, you want to just literally tap that makeup on to your skin. Just like that. Now, if I'm color correcting under my eyes, if you have Frenchie or Mango, and if you don't have these colors, we would skip this step. But if I have Frenchie, I'm going to take my ring finger and just do little taps with my ring finger because that gives me the least amount of pressure. And this color, Frenchie, is what cancels out the brown bags for me because that's my coloring. So I just tap it around. Now, color correcting's over. We're going to go right back into that number 2 color, which is your extra highlight. Again, with your finger, you want to do like a triangle shape. So come all the way across, all the way down into like a triangle. Same here. Okay, go up the sides of your nose. You can just pat it, right over that color correcting that you did. I take that same extra highlight and I go right into my T-zone. So that's 2 of the 3 colors that are on. Third up is my contour. I'm going to take my finger, go all the way back to my ear, and place this right under my cheekbone. You want to do this in a high up motion, okay? Because that's going to slim your face, and you don't want to go past where your eye begins. Same on this side. Just feel for that cheekbone right under it, kind of using it as resistance. I go to the top of my forehead, temple to temple. Place a little bit on the bottom of your jawline. And then I take very little right between my fingers, and I go right down the center of my nose, leaving a little thin strip where that extra highlight color is. And you can close right in the center. If you have a hooked nose, you may not want to close the center. You could just go 2 straight lines down. Now I have my brush, and I'm gently going to blend that makeup in with the big part of the brush. Okay, the smaller end, I can use that for my contour. Gently, just kind of pushing it in and brushing it back. All at the bottom, same here. Don't be scared of that contour line. It's going to blend into your skin, okay? If you feel like you want a little bit more blending, you could flip that brush and blend it in. Just try not to over blend that color, okay? Once we pop our blush on, it's gonna blend in seamlessly. So all up here, I'm still in the big part of my brush. There is no right or wrong way with this, so you cannot mess it up. It's really what your preference is. I go to that smaller end of the brush and I kind of push that color right under my eyes, especially because I color corrected here. I don't want to over swipe. I just kind of want to push that cream into my skin and let it set. Also, ladies, you kind of want to be delicate in this area. You don't want to over blend and be too tough. Remember that your eyes are very delicate, your skin over there, so you don't want to really pull and tug more than you have to. We want to avoid those fine lines and wrinkles. Same up here, I just blend that contour color right towards my hairline. Okay. Now I flip to the dome end and I just work that contour right in towards my eyebrow. Same on this side. Remember, your brightening color is all the way up here, okay? And that contour is just like those little strips in the front. I work that extra highlight right in. And we got a full highlight and contour. So now for the blush, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to color correct where you have like some zits or blemishes. So I'm gonna take that color Plum on my finger and I place it right above my contour line, not on it, but above it, and I bring it back. You can put your blush right in the balls of your cheeks. Just smile. Make sure you don't come past your laugh line. You could put it in the balls of your cheeks. I prefer to put it high and up so it helps slim out my face. If you want to accentuate your cheeks, you're going to put it right there. That same color is on your lips. And now a little color correcting for my zits and blemishes. So if you have a zit and blemish, you can use this end of the brush or your perfector sponge. I do like to use a smaller brush for this, so I do prefer the multitasker brush, but let's work with what you have. So you're gonna take your finger, take your main highlight color, okay? So you don't wanna go with the brightening color. You wanna go with your skin color. I'm just gonna look in the mirror, ladies, where I have this. It's hard in the camera. So my main color, and I'm gonna use my perfector sponge to just kind of set that makeup in. Excuse me, I need a sip, too much talking. So, just working that color in, and now your perfector sponge, what you wanna do is make sure you're actually using that to blend your makeup. If there's any excess cream that's sitting on top of your skin, this is going to remove it for you. So just little taps and dabs, always go under your eyes. Make sure there's no extra makeup there on your fine lines and wrinkles. And again, if I need to build up a little bit, because that's a biggie, I did a lot of picking. I'm just gonna dab it in. And now for you ladies that have bronzer and illuminator, let me just show you that. Same brush, little taps in your bronzer. It's super pigmented, just to the high points of your face. Right along the top of my forehead, right along the top of my cheeks, okay? I bring it down to my neck so that everything is the same color. We wanna bring some shadow down there. That's gonna help also minimize that look of a double chin. And just gently, with a nice motion, not crazy hard, just make sure you're blending in that bronzer. And last but not least, if you do have an illuminator in there, take your perfector sponge. You could pick up a little bit of illuminator with your perfector sponge or with your finger and just place that cream or that powder, whatever you have, right along the top of your cheekbones, right along tip of your nose, right in the bridge. You want to bring that glow to the high points of your face. Throw a little bit in your Cupid's bow, just like that. And it's buildable. Just like the other makeup, it's a cream. So if you want a little extra, just add it on. Ladies, if you have any questions at all, never hesitate to reach out to me. I hope you found this video helpful. Any questions at all, we can problem solve. Just remember, with cream makeup, less is more. If you want to set your makeup and you have a setting spray, now's the time. You could spray a little bit on your perfector sponge and just use that to set your makeup. Guys, I'm so excited. You have your makeup, have fun, and always remember to reach out to me. Again, I want to hear how you're loving it. And if you have any issues, I'm here. Bye.